What is the problem? It solves problems of the traditional dependency lookup, but creates a new problems. What is the new problem number one? In aware injection place, it makes target bean class as what? It makes a target bean class as what? Invasive. Number one. Number two, the bean ID, what we have injected, and the application context object, what we have injected through aware injection, is visible. Audio is okay from my side. Is visible in all methods of target class. Actually, we need it only in what? Actually, we need it in what? Only in one specific method, right? Actually, we need it in one specific method. Are you listening my statement, boss? We need it in one specific method. Is that clear, guys? So these two are the limitations, guys. To overcome those problems, we can go for lookup method injection. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Everyone, please come back. Lookup method injection, guys. What this lookup method injection says? Lookup method injection says, it says perform dependency lookup, but programmer should not write that code. But programmer should not write that code. Okay. It makes the underlying IOC container. It makes the underlying IOC container writing that code in the in-memory class. In the in-memory class that is generated as the subclass of given target class. This is very interesting, guys. It says you don't write the lookup code, let the container write the lookup code. But programmer should not write that code. It makes underlying container writing that code in the in-memory class. What is that? In the in-memory class that is generated as the subclass of given target class. Okay. That is very interesting, boss. Okay, next. It solves both the problems of aware injection. It solves both the problems of aware injection. What is first problem, guys? Invasive behavior. Invasive problem. Next, visibility of dependent class bean ID and the injected application context object problem. Yes, both problems it will solve, guys. Okay, guys. Now listen. First of all, normal Java class. What happened is normal Java class. .java file hard disk. We compile. We get .class file. That is also hard disk. Then what? Loading of Java class. Execution of Java class. Okay, guys. This loading of Java class and execution of Java class happens where, guys? JVM memory. JVM memory means what, guys? JVM memory is also called in memory. You know that. JVM memory is also called in memory. In memory class. What is that? JVM memory of the RAM. Okay. In memory class, guys. In memory Java class. This is very interesting. Okay. .java file. .java file. Where? JVM memory. That means it is not visible. It is not visible to us. Come on. .class file. JVM memory. Yes. Now tell me. Loading of class. Execution of class. Anyhow, JVM memory. Loading of class, execution of class, anyhow JVM memory. Here what, guys? Normal class. .java classes are visible to programmer. Here source code and byte code are not visible to programmers because, come on, because they are generated dynamically at runtime. In the memory where Java code runs. In the memory where Java application runs. Nothing but JVM memory of the RAM. In memory means in the memory where application runs, guys. JVM memory of the RAM. Cool now, boss. JVM memory of the RAM. Enjoyed my point, guys? So that means overall nothing is visible in the in-memory Java class. In-memory, first time we are listening, first time we are going to experience, please concentrate. Okay, guys. So what happens in lookup method injection? Entire dependency lookup code will come in the in-memory class that is generated by IOC container as the subclass of the target class. You don't write, everything happens in dynamically generated in-memory class. See this? It says perform dependency lookup, but programmer should not write that code. It makes underlying container writing that code in the in-memory class that is generated as the subclass of given target class. Are you listening? That is very interesting, guys. Okay, fine. Now listen. To enable lookup method injection, on any class, on any Spring Bean class, we need to perform the following operations. We need to perform the following operations. This is number one. Okay, guys. This is number one. Number one. Take target class as abstract class. Abstract class or Java 8 interface. Java 8 interface means with default methods, guys. Your choice. Take target class as abstract class or Java 8 interface having one abstract method. Having one abstract method whose return type is must be dependent class. What class, guys? Dependent class. Are you with me, guys? Nalla Sindhu, what I have written and what you are asking, same thing you are saying now, boss. Source code and bytecode not visible to programmer. And you are asking same question. When you change your madam, when you change either sleep completely or get up completely, madam, source code and bytecode. Oh, code I have not written. Okay. Source code and bytecode. Tell me, madam, you have asked, I have written same thing and you are asking same thing. Guys, what's happening, guys? Please be active in the classroom. Shame on you. Every day, same statements I should give. Fine, let's come back. Okay. Take target class. This is first thing, boss. 1 minute. What I do is aware injection code I am taking, copy paste IOC pros 28, IOC pros 28, Tell me, lookup method injection. Lookup method injection. Yes, boss. Lookup method injection. Yes, go to cricketer class, boss. Go to cricketer class, give some time. Yeah, no need of this. No need of this. No need of injecting any bean ID. No need of injecting any this one. You should take it as abstract class. Yeah, if needed, you may write one small constructor to check whether object is created through subclass or not. Because for abstract class, object won't be there, you know that. But when subclass object is created, this abstract class constructor executes. Does it mean object is created for abstract class? No, right? Though abstract class constructor is executed, we cannot say object is created for constructor, right? Yeah, if you are not, if interested, you can take this one as a Java 8 interface also, whatever you comfortable. Zero param constructor as part of improvisation. I will take Java 8 interface also. Don't worry. Listen. No, anyhow, this error will be there. So now listen carefully. What I am going to do is I will take one extra method. What is the extra method I said? Public abstract. What's the return type? Cricket beta. Cricket bat. Cricket bat. Now I am taking one abstract method. So what is that? Get cricket bat. Not getter method. Any name you can take. Any name you can take. Fetch cricket bat. Your choice. Or create cricket bat. Your choice. Come on. Any name you can take. Create cricket bat. Create cricket bat. This is compulsory. This abstract method is compulsory. Okay, now in this method we need a cricket bat na. Okay, just do one thing. Just do one thing. What is the method? Create cricket bat. Over. Sir, who writes the code for it? We don't write the code for it. Underlying container generates one subclass for cricketer class as in-memory class. There this method is implemented. Having aware injection plus dependency lookup. Yes, that's when you call that method, that logic executes. When you call this method, that logic internally executes, you will get cricketer object. Come on, come on. I'll entire magic is not done by me. Entire magic is done by whoever in the subclass that is dynamically generated as in-memory class for this target class. Okay, but how does it knows it has to do that work? How does it knows it has to do that work in that particular method? Because just a declaration of abstract method na boss. So second part is lookup method injection is very easy to implement, but understanding its internals is the challenge. Okay, configure target class as Spring Bean. Okay, configure target class as Spring Bean. Okay, in Spring Bean configuration file, enabling. Okay, enabling lookup method injection using lookup hyphen method tag. Using lookup hyphen method tag. Okay, by specifying come on guys, using lookup hyphen method tag by specifying abstract method name and dependent class bean id. Dependent class bean id. Okay, don't worry guys. First change is this. No, this is not required. This is the first change. Okay, this is the first change. Other methods. Here, other methods. Other methods. And second change, com.nt.cfz, guys. Com.nt.cfz, guys. This is my class. Okay, this is my class. Now here, what is this? Lookup hyphen method. What guys? Lookup hyphen method. Yeah, by seeing the tag only, lookup method injection is enabled on cricketer class, guys. By seeing that tag only, lookup method injection is happening on what? Cricketer class. In memory, Java class is generated as the subclass of cricketer class. Really, sir? Yes. Okay. What is the method? On which method? On which method? Okay. Which method should be overridden in the in-memory class having dependency lookup logic? What is that? Create cricket bat. Okay, that method. Okay, that method. After overriding, it should create and return which bean class object. It should create and return which dependent bean class object. Okay, bat1 bean id based bean class object. Bat1 bean id based bean class object. That means when this class is when this for this class, when subclass comes as in memory class, okay, when this method is implemented, dependency lookup code should come, okay, inside this method, always creating and returning bat id bean id based bat1 bean id based cricket bat class object. That means whatever traditional dependency lookup with aware injection code is there, that code should come in the in-memory proxy class by overriding this method. Harun Kumar, after listening entire Ramayana, you are asking Sita. Arun Kumar, stop thinking parallelly, Ra Babu. Everyone, please look at Arun Kumar. Everyone, look at Arun Kumar's innocent question. Array one in-memory proxy class will be generated as the subclass of cricketer class. In that class, this method will be implemented. Inside that method, dependency lookup code will be there, creating and returning what class object? Dependent class object. Mr. Arun Kumar, why are you sleepy, boss? Okay. This tag. enables lookup method injection. Enables lookup method injection. That means in the in-memory class that comes as the subclass of cricketer class. Why it comes subclass of cricketer class? Because you have written lookup method tag under that tag class only. Subclass of cricketer class. Come on. Cricketer class. The create cricket bat method. Create cricket bat method is implemented having dependency lookup code to return bat1 bean id based cricket class object, having logic to perform dependency lookup code to return bat1 bean id based what is that cricketer class object. Are you understanding my point there? Bat1 bean id based cricketer class object. Okay. Having logic to perform to return bat1 bean id based cricketer class object. Are already created through pre-instantiation process, it returns, that's it. To return bat1 bean id, it won't create. If it is created already through pre-instantiation, it returns what is there in that. Lookup code to return bat1 bean id based cricketer was cricket bat class object by calling ctx what get bean method. What guys? ctx dot get bean method. So ultimately lookup Devash Pandey ID ref tag is to inject bean ID. Right now I am not injecting bean ID. I am asking container take this bean ID and always return that bean ID based bean class object. Okay. Fine. Give me few minutes time, you will get the clarity. Can we see dynamically generated subclass? We can feel it, but we cannot see it. But we can feel it. I'll definitely guarantee we can feel it. Okay. Now listen. Superclass reference variable. Superclass reference variable can return subclass object or not? Sir, you are not changing this statement. Use. Okay. Actually, what you get is in-memory class object, boss. But using superclass reference variable, I can refer subclass object or not. This is the one reason why it is giving in-memory class as the subclass of target class. So that using target class reference variable, I can refer in-memory class object. Sir, what is the guarantee that is in-memory class object? You only observe cricketer dot class get class. Number one. Number two, cricketer dot cricketer dot get class dot get super class. This will give me super class, guys. This will give me current class. It will give me current class object. Remaining all are same. See the how easy it is for you, boss. Both are pre-instantiated, cool. But ctx.getBean is giving me cricketer class object or dynamically generated in-memory class object. In the same package, it is giving me dynamically generated in-memory class object. So that class name is also not there in our control. The class name is also dynamically generated. Okay, guys. Next, what is the superclass of it? Cricketer. CZlib is a library that is capable of generating this kind of dynamic classes. CZlib is one kind of library was that is capable of, that means using CZlib library, these in-memory classes are generated. Okay, who provides in the jars already those libraries are there. Why every runtime different class should come? Not compulsory, na boss. Where every runtime different class name will come? No. Every time same class name also come. It internally using CZlib libraries to generate this in-memory class. But you need not to arrange CZlib library separately along with the Spring jars. Nowadays they are included. Nowadays they are included. Nowadays they are included. Got it or not? Okay. Super. See, overall, your burden is reduced, guys. Did you notice that one? Overall, you are just doing 3 activities. Abstract class, abstract method, abstract class, abstract method, enabling lookup method injection. Over. You need not to worry about aware injection. You need not to worry about taking extra container. You need not to worry about anything. So now traditional dependency lookup problems are solved. Aware injection problems are solved. And we are enjoying what? Dependency lookup. Guys, things are quite easy or not? I will give internal flow also, don't worry. Nothing is happening in our class. Everything is happening in the subclass, especially dependency lookup code is happening by implementing this method in the subclass of this cricketer class, which is generated as a in-memory class, which is seriously literally generated as a in-memory class. Okay. Now I will give the internals. Don't worry. Code is also reduced. That's why Dharmendra Kumar, if it is not used in real time, why I will teach a dirty fellow? If it is not used in real time, why they will give in Spring and why we will give us? Okay. Yogiraj, there is annotation also I will give. At the rate lookup annotation I will give later. Can you concentrate on current processes, everyone? If it is not used in the real time, why it will give in the Spring? Dharmendra Kumar, dirty fellow, you and your thoughts. If you don't know, they don't use when you will change your attitude, Babu, first accept. If you don't know, you don't know. That's it. And moreover, compared to aware injection and traditional dependency lookup method injection is popular. In real time, instead of traditional dependency lookup, aware injection plus dependency lookup, people uses what? Lookup method injection because full of benefits, right? So already I said where to use dependency lookup. Wherever you are using dependency lookup, now you prefer using lookup method injection. Example application. Example application. Yes. Cricketer.java. Cricketer.java. Target class, guys. Next, regular dependent class. No change in the dependent class. Cricketbat.java. Regular dependent class. Okay, guys. I'll give internals. I will give sample code of in-memory class also. If you cannot wait, get it. Go to bathroom. Don't irritate me in the chat box. Okay, dependent class. I said I will give internal. After that also, what is that logic? Where is that logic? Why deaf and dumb people are there in the classroom? I really don't know. Okay, guys. Application context.xml. Application context.xml. Yes, boss. Next. Yes, through annotations also lookup method injection is possible. Don't worry. Okay. Before giving client application code, my dears, let me give sample in-memory class. In-memory array, it is generated on temporary basis. Na people also called proxy class. Array proxy means temporary. This in-memory class is generated on permanent basis or temporary basis? Temporary basis. That's why it is called in-memory proxy class. Array, in your college days, you might have given proxy attendance. Proxy attendance, you are not there. Your friend has given your attendance, right? That is called proxy attendance. So that will be given on permanent basis or temporary basis. Yes, that's why this in-memory class is also called as proxy class, guys. Okay, actually why it is named proxy class, you know, this entire process is proxy design pattern. I think some people are attending my design pattern batch. Okay, here proxy design pattern is involved. Okay, Chandan, not possible. You have to attend tomorrow's class. So don't guide me how to teach. Dirty fellow. Tomorrow 7 a.m. we have a class. Okay. Fine. Right, guys. Generated using proxy design pattern. What is generated using proxy DP with the support of CZ-lib libraries. CZ means code generation libraries. CZ-lib libraries. CZ-lib libraries, part of Spring libraries. We don't arrange CZ-lib libraries separately, guys. They are part of Spring libraries. Whatever jars we add as Spring libraries, in that only it is there. Okay, it's a pure guess, guys. Guess means Using reflection API, we got class name, super class name kind of thing. Na? So like this, I analyzed and I am giving this code to you people. Yeah, listen carefully, boss. Public. I'm assuming class name is this. What is that? Cricketer. Cricketer dollar. Enhancer. Enhancer. Okay. CZ lib. Something. Some number. Okay. Extends from cricketer, implements application context aware. Hey, it internally performs aware injection also. Application context aware. Okay, when it performing application context aware, so definitely we will get application context object. Whatever code we have written yesterday in aware injection plus dependency lookup, same code comes as a subclass code. So that is the basic theory. You don't write lookup code, let the container write the lookup code. Where container writes in the subclass. What is that subclass? In-memory subclass. In-memory subclass for the given target class. Yeah, public void set application context. Application context CTX. This dot CTX is equal to CTX. This dot CTX is equal to CTX. Now, it will implement all the methods of only one abstract method. When you are developing subclass for target class, okay, target class is having abstract method means definitely it should be implemented or not. It must be implemented. Okay, what is that method? Public cricket bat, create cricket bat. Create cricket bat. Come on. Activa boss. Yes. Okay. Gets. What is that, guys? Gets bean ID. Gets the bean ID bat 1. Bean ID bat 1 from lookup hyphen method tag. Lookup hyphen method tag. Gets the bean ID bat 1 from lookup hyphen method tag of. From lookup hyphen method tag. Method tag. Using some XML APIs. Some XML APIs. Okay, guys. Yeah, from bean attribute of lookup hyphen method tag using XML APIs. So somehow it got it, guys. Now perform dependency lookup. Perform dependency lookup. How, guys? Cricket bat is equal to CTX dot get bean of. What is the bean ID gathered, guys? Bat 1. Okay. Cricket bat dot class. Then what it should return, guys? Bat of. Yeah, tell me, don't you think it is a purely dependency lookup code, guys? Don't you think it's a purely dependency lookup code, guys? End of the class. End of the in-memory proxy class. Right? Okay. Now client application. Now client, not over, not over. I will give numbers based flow of execution. Don't worry. You know our style of teaching. Okay. Client application, boss. Yes, we are ready with the client application. Now listen. Yeah, we run the application. Number one. Okay, other day someone said numbers are good compared to alphabets. Main method. Now what next? Container creation. Number two, container creation. IOC container creation. IOC container creation. Number three, in-memory metadata of in-memory metadata of Spring Bean configuration file. How it loads XML, checks well formed or not, valid or not, then performs in-memory metadata of Spring Bean configuration file. Yes, guys. Now it goes to Spring Bean configuration file. Both beans are what? Singleton scope beans. Okay. Pre-instantiation of singleton scope beans. Pre-instantiation of singleton scope beans. D. Pre-instantiation of singleton scope beans. Listen, guys. For this bean, this will happen. But but when it comes to this bean, it notices. When it comes to this bean, acha dia fora. Fora. 4. Yes, guys. Actually, pre-instantiation completes for this bean, no doubt in that. Actually, try to perform on both. Okay, when it comes to this one, it notices lookup hyphen method tag availability. Notices lookup hyphen method tag availability. So that's why. So by seeing this tag, stops performing. Though it is not abstract class, it will stops performing pre-instantiation. Okay, pre-instantiation and starts generating in-memory proxy class. Starts generating in-memory proxy class. This is very interesting, guys. Only by seeing this tag, guys. Only by seeing this tag. Starts generating in-memory proxy class. So this is in-memory proxy class generation, boss. Number 6. Proxy class, in-memory proxy class generation. In-memory proxy class generation. Okay, guys. Now tell me, boss, what happens? In-memory proxy class object creation. In-memory proxy class object creation. Listen carefully. And performing aware injection on that particular object. It not only generates internally in-memory proxy class object is created, creation and performing aware injection on it. Aware injection means calling this method. Okay. So this is number 7, boss. Okay. Internally object is created, performing aware injection on it. aware injection on it. Super. That is number 7. Cool. Great. What's the next story, guys? Okay. Now listen. It will start keeping all objects in internal cache of IOC container. It will start keeping all objects in internal cache of IOC container. This is internal cache of IOC container, boss. Yes, boss. What is that? Internal cache of IOC container. Right, boss. Now tell me here. Internal cache of IOC container. Okay, dependent class object is created normally. Bat1, cricket bat, CK, cricket bat class object reference. But this is very important, guys. When it comes to target class object, things happen like this. Bean ID is, what is that? CRTR? What is the bean ID, boss? Target class bean ID. CKTR. You are not active, boss. Are you listening or not? CKTR is the target class bean ID, but it won't keep target class object because no target class object is created now, boss. What object it will create? In-memory proxy class object it will create. In-memory proxy class object reference, guys. In-memory proxy class object reference. In-memory proxy class object reference it will create, guys. This is number 8. Entire magic is there here. When client calls ctx.getBean, am I getting real target class object or proxy class object? In-memory proxy class object. Why? This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Come on, guys. This is number 8. Okay, this is number 8. Okay, what is this? Keeps in-memory proxy class object. In-memory proxy class object reference having target class bean ID. Having target class bean ID. Done, guys. That is number 8. After that, IOC, all these things are done, boss. All these things are done. What is the proof all these things are done? I'll comment remaining all the lines. I'll comment remaining all the lines. Okay, observe this. Sir, cricket bat is created pre-instantiation. Why this object is created? That to abstract class. Array, internally proxy class object is created, ra babu. When subclass object is created, subclass constructor, superclass constructor executes na. That's why cricket bat 0 param constructor is coming. Second one is not coming because of pre-instantiation. Second one is coming because of in-memory proxy class generation and its object creation. When subclass object is created, superclass constructor is called. Got it or not there? This is not part of pre-instantiation. Array, that is abstract class, ra babu. No pre-instantiation on target class now. Okay. Now let me even prove that this is giving. I'll comment up to this. This is not giving target class object. It is giving proxy class object. Check it out. When I try to print the class name, what I get? Proxy class name. What's the superclass of proxy class name? Cricketer. Come on, my theory and practicals are matching or not matching? Let me even prove that. Let me even prove that. Pavitra cricketer class, can we make it as private scope, prototype scope? You can make, not a problem. But what's the need? Need should be there, na? Not for time pass we made. Okay. Now listen. Let me prove that in that class, create cricket bat method is available. I can get the method names also dynamically, guys. Cricketer dot get class dot get declared methods. There is a reflection API method, guys. Get declared methods. Get declared methods. It will give all the methods. No, I want to convert those names into string. Arrays dot to string. Arrays dot to string converts any array into string, boss. Arrays dot to string converts any array into string. Because this get declared methods will give array. Method class object array. Okay. Now you observe proxy class, super class name. One by one method is coming. So many methods it will internally generate. First method is new instance. Leave it. Second method is callback. Not callback. Second method. Okay, leave it. Second method is new instance. One more overloaded form of new instance. Third one is also new instance. One more overloaded form. Okay, guys. Look at this one. Look at this one. Create cricket bat. Is there or not there? Create cricket bat is there or not there? That means our method is overridden or not? That means our method is overridden or not? Yes, and remaining things are normal, boss. Remaining things are normal. Okay, now listen. Let me continue the flow, boss. Let's come back. Now what I do? We call ctx.getBean method. What is the number? Number 9. It will go and search in the internal cache of IOC container. There or not there? Definitely there. Number 10 question mark. There. Question mark means searching, boss. Question mark. Then you will get in-memory proxy class object. In-memory proxy class object here. Okay. Next, on that one I am calling the methods. On that one I am calling the methods. I am not highlighting remaining methods, guys. I am highlighting batting method only. 13, boss. Batting method is called. Okay, now tell me. First it will search in memory proxy class. Is there any batting method? Alright, after all, it's a reference of in-memory class object. Now, boss, is there any batting method here? Not there. So it will go to super class. What is the super class? Cricketer. It will go to cricketer class batting method. What's the number, guys? I forgot. What's the number? What's the number? 14. Okay. Now tell me. This batting method is calling create bat method. This batting method is calling create bat method. Come on, guys. 15. Now tell me, guys. I'll ask one question. 15. Create bat is there in the same class? Create bat is there in the same class? Create bat is also there in the subclass. Where it will go? Where it will go? Create bat is there in the current class. Create bat is there in the subclass. Where it will go? Right now it will go to subclass. Why? Current invoking object is what? Subclass object. This batting method is executing because of subclass object, right? Current invoking object is not superclass object. Current invoking object because of which batting is executed is what? Subclass object. So that's why first it will search for this create bat method in the subclass. Ayyo, it is there. There are not there. Yes, there. Enjoying, boss. No one knows flow. Are so many people don't know lookup method injection is there. Okay, after 10 I written 12. Understanding my statement, guys. This is 15. Then what happens? This method will give me what, guys? 16. What this 16 method will do? 16, this method called 16, it will come and search in the internal cache of IOC container. 17 question mark available. Available means it comes here. 18. Array boss, it will come to internal cache and collects it or not? Super. And it returns it. 19. Where it returns, boss? Where it returns? It returns to this class, super class batting method. Okay, that is 20. And here we are calling score runs method 21. So due to this, it will go to dependent class score runs method 22. And it is returning what? One random number 23. And that number comes here 24. And with that execution is over. With that execution is over, guys. With that execution is over. Control comes back to client application. Executes the next line. 25. Control comes back to next application. 25. Okay, guys. We can have any number of abstract method in target class, but all those methods should be configured by using lookup hyphen tag. Okay, all those things should be configured using lookup hyphen tag, guys. Okay. Right, boss. I think you enjoyed the flow, boss. You enjoyed the flow. Right. I hope everyone enjoyed the flow. I am repeating the flow one more time. We run the application number 1. IOC container creation number 2. Loading XML, checking well formed or not, valid or not, and in memory. Metadata creation number 3. I'm visualizing the internals. See, actually lookup method injection is over with the 2 steps. Okay, guys. But internals are interesting, boss. Okay. Right. Same. Aware injection plus dependency lookup. Only the thing is you are not writing this code. Okay. You are not writing this code. That is number 3. Number 4. It goes to in XML file and performs what? Pre-instantiation. As usually. But it performs pre-instantiation on only dependent class, not on target class. Why? It noticed lookup hyphen method tag under target class. So by noticing this, stops performing pre-instantiation and start thinking about generating proxy class. Yes, here is generated proxy class. Internally, proxy class object is created on that injection, aware injection takes place. Okay, boss. Next, now it keeps dependent class object and proxy class object in the internal cache of IOC container. But while keeping proxy class object, it will take target class bean ID. So now onwards, whenever you are referring target class bean ID, you will get proxy class object. So all these things are happened when IOC container is created. Number 9. Okay, guys. We call ctx.getBean method. Super. It will come to internal cache of IOC container and searches. Is there any bean object whose bean ID is CKTR? Yes, there. Yes, there. Oh, I think number 11 is missed, boss. Adjust. Number 11 is missed. Adjust. Yes. You will get proxy class object, guys. Right. On that one, we are calling business method. And when this business method is called, just business logic executes. Okay. Now cricketer is proxy object, not the normal object. So first it will search in memory proxy class. Is there any batting method? Not there. Okay. Batting method of super class executes having proxy object as the invoking object. In that one, create cricket bat method is called. So since invoking object is proxy object, first it will search in proxy object, proxy class. Yes, there. Inside that ctx.getBean is there, having bat1 bean ID. So taking that bean ID goes to internal cache of IOC container, try to get the dependent class object. Are a dependency lookup is happening or not? And returns that object. Returns that object to target class. Okay, target class batting method. In target class batting method, using dependent class object, score runs method is called. Okay, dependent class score runs method executed, that is returned back to target class batting method. Came, boss. With this batting method execution is over. After that, control goes to caller. Batting method is originally called by whom? Client application. Control comes here. After that, ctx.close executes. End of the application execution. I think goosebumps have come. Goosebumps have come after seeing the flow, guys. Okay. Sir, I don't want to know internals. Yeah. Follow these steps and enjoy the easiness of lookup method injection. Right, boss. Advantages of lookup method injection. Advantages of lookup method injection. Yeah, no need of extra IOC container. Extra IOC container. No need of enabling lazy init for okay singleton scope spring beans. No need. Next. C. Target class is not invasive class. D. Okay. Okay. No need of taking extra properties in target class. Extra properties in target class. What kind of property target class? Like property to hold dependent class bean ID. Okay, and etc. Such things are required, guys. Such things are required or not required. Okay, next. Okay, it performs aware injection plus dependency lookup, but programmer does not write that code. That code. It lets IOC container writing that code in the in-memory subclass of target class. In-memory subclass of target class. Understood my point, guys? Okay. I think all problems are solved and no limitations. No limitations. Come on, lookup method injection is 0 or not. So now onwards, you prefer traditional dependency lookup, aware injection plus dependency lookup, or lookup method injection. Wherever you need dependency lookup, now go for lookup method injection. Note. Yes. Wherever we need, what is that? Dependency lookup, guys. Wherever you need dependency lookup, think about lookup method injection. Think about lookup method injection. Yeah, because all these are the. So now aware injection dependency looking very bad or not? Okay. Someone irritated me. Sir, is it used in real time? Are now wherever dependency lookup is there, now go for lookup method injection. So where dependency lookup is required, if target class object is required in specific single method of target class, or in dependent class object is required specific single method of target class, we generally prefer dependency lookup. Now in that place, now we will go for lookup method injection. And one more observation, guys, everyone please notice. In the following situations, we can configure abstract class as Spring Bean. Okay, in the following situation, we can configure abstract class as Spring Bean, guys. Number 1, static factory method bean instantiation. We configured calendar, Babu, remembered? Calendar as a Spring Bean, remembered? Factory method attribute. Yes, that is a one possibility. By enabling static factory method bean instantiation. Number 2, lookup method injection. In both situations, we are configuring abstract class as a Spring Bean. We can configure abstract class as Spring Bean. But do you think container create object for them? No. In both situations, container does not create object for abstract class. Container create object from some other relevant class, guys. In this case, it will create object for factory method returned object. In this case, it will make factory method returned object as a Spring Bean. In this case, come on, guys. In this case, yeah, in-memory proxy class object is created. Okay, guys. So if interviewer asks the question, did you ever configure abstract class as Spring Bean? In this situation, I configured. That is what I'm trying to say, guys. Nothing else. Right. from Spring 4, for Spring, we have, from Spring 4, we have @lookup annotation. What annotation? @lookup annotation to HU annotation. What method level annotation, guys? This is method level annotation. To HU lookup method injection. What, guys? To HU lookup method injection. To HU lookup method injection through annotations. Yeah, alternate to lookup hyphen method tag, guys. Guys, give me 1 minute. Okay, fine, no problem. I'll take the call, office call after class. Yes. Now, shall I convert this example into annotation driven example? Was 29 lookup method injection. I think we have a series. No. I think 29 no. Lookup method injection, boss. Say copy. Yes. Now I'll try to convert entire application into annotation driven. Yes. Same thing you can do for 100% code driven also. Fine. Now tell me. @component CKTR. Next. @lookup. @lookup. @lookup, guys. No problem. Sir, you are not mentioning anything. Bean ID, nothing. Return type itself enough. Based on the return type, it will identify what on which bean it has to perform dependency lookup. Here return type, it will go by return type. That's why no need of mentioning anything. Clear, guys? No need of mentioning bean ID bat1. Are you listening? Okay, cricketer over. This story is over, boss. Okay, 1 minute. I think in today, let me do that experiment also. What experiment? Public interface cricketer. Public interface cricketer. Okay, at that time, no constructor possibility in the interface, leave it. But now you have to take remaining methods as what? Default methods. Array, when you will have a feature, we should learn it, right? So now I am trying to improvise by using default. Default. I think when default is there, public should be taken or not required. Okay, default. Okay, boss. Let it be, boss. Let it be. Now, this is by using, I'm trying to use interface story here. Right. Go to dependent class, my dear. Go to dependent class, my dear. @component bean ID bat. Done, boss. Bean ID done, boss. CFGs application context.xml. Hey, come on, guys. Context colon component scan base package com.nt.cfgs. Okay. We cannot use component annotation for interface. Array dirty fellow is not creating object for this class, Ra Babu. It is creating object for what? In-memory proxy class. Rajesh, I hate this kind of people. After listening entire Ramayana, they'll ask who is Sita. Tell me, guys, in XML, though I configure cricketer as Spring Bean, it has created object for cricketer class or it's in-memory class? Okay. Does it mean it is creating object for interface? Mr. Rajesh, dirty fellow, respond. You hurted me. I used bean tag for abstract class. Does it created object for the abstract class? Here also, why it will create? I really. Okay. Same thing, boss. Right click. Done. See, if at the rate lookup annotation is not there, it is invalid. But when this is there, it is not invalid, valid. Run the application. Run the application. Okay. No bean name CKTR. Oh, CKTR. Right there, na boss. There, na. There, na boss. Oh, sorry, it's my mistake. com.nt I have to take. com.nt I have to take. Go for it. Came na boss. Came na. Easy. Yeah, one more dirty fellow started here. See the question of one more dirty fellow? This fellow cannot control his excitement. Why XMLs are not unconfig.java? One by one I will give a Babu. Total 4 approaches. We completed 3 approaches. After XML, annotation. After annotation, 100% code. Fine. All museum pieces are there in the classroom. Okay. Now come here. 30, 100p code. When you will understand my mood of teaching, boss, manufacturing defect, after these many days also, if you don't understand mood of teaching, when you will know? Okay. First XML, then annotations, then what? This is not correct. Yes, 31. Lookup method injection through 100% code, guys. Lookup method injection in 100% code. Both are ditto. Both are ditto. Nothing will change. Delete this XML. Delete this XML. Tell me, guys, if you have a concept, converting application into different modes is easy or difficult? Okay. Package, okay. com.nt.config. Now tell me, app config. App config. Now tell me, my dears. @component scan. Base package. Base packages. com.nt. @configuration. First of all, tell me, are there any predefined classes that I am configuring as Spring Beans? No. So it is going to be empty one or not? Definitely it is going to be empty one. Cool. com.nt.test. Okay. Replace this line with annotation config. Application context CTX. New annotation config. Application context. New annotation config application context. App config dot class. What dot class, guys? App config dot class. Tell me, guys, are you putting any efforts? Are you putting any effort if your fundamentals are correct? 5 minutes to convert it to XML, another 2 minutes to convert that into 100% code. Anyhow, tomorrow, Monday onwards, what is that? Spring Boot. After coming to Spring Boot also, so once in a while I will introduce remaining 3 approaches. But our main focus will be on Spring Boot because that's the end solution that industry is using to write Spring. Done. Not Kema. Kema, not Kema. Right, boss. Okay. So, where is step number one? Where is step number one? I have given here. We can also take Java. Acha, already given. Huh? Oh, I think already given. We can also take Java 8 interface with default methods. I think होशियार को इशारा काफी है. That hint is sufficient for you or not? Okay. Fine, boss. Right. 28 and no. Okay. I'll just give the snapshot of the project to tell that I developed that project. I don't give the code, guys. Should I give the code? Should I give the code, boss? Okay. I'll give the code of only target class. I'll give the code of only target class. No, I don't have mood of that also. I'll just give at the rate lookup annotation related code. Fine. Other methods. Other concrete methods as default. Default methods. I don't give more than this code, guys, because I don't want to hurt you people by giving entire code one more time. Tomorrow 7 a.m. Tomorrow 7 a.m. method injection. Fifth mode of injection, guys. That is also very interesting. That is also very interesting. Don't miss the class. I hope you enjoyed. So far, out of 5, 3, 4 I completed. 4 in one angle, 4 in another angle, 5 I completed. If you field injection 5, if you don't count field injection 4, okay, this is our weapon. Reminding all people, whenever they talk about dependency injection, they talk about setter and constructor injection. I want my students to talk about 5 or 6, including field injection 6, excluding field injection 5. I want my students to talk. Okay. Lookup method injection. Lookup method injection using annotations. Here, lookup method injection. Lookup method injection using 100% code. Got the boss? Enjoyed? Everyone benefited with the today's session? Everyone benefited with today's session? The way I brought dependency lookup, telling its problems, then solving a problem by using aware injection, which creates new problems, and solving all the problems with the final lookup method injection. Come on. Would you please explain from starting example? Mr. Sindhuram Pradhan, please join new batch. Please join new batch. Sorry, boss. This madam needs from the starting again. Jump into the drainage, madam. Jump into the drainage. Okay? If you cannot join in new batch, jump into the drainage. Shame on you. Missing classes, simply passing one statement. Can you explain from the starting one more time? Dirty fellows. If you don't have responsibility, don't fight for rights. Who asked you to miss the classes and who asked you to do these dances in the chat box? I don't entertain such people, boss. If needed, take your feedback and go. Attend classes regularly. Or at least read the document while coming to next class. I don't know. Leave it. Thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow 7 o'clock. This much clearly I explained. Now people are coming and saying, explain one more time. Daily 1 hour 45 minutes I spend. Okay. How can I explain in 5 minutes, Ra? No shame to ask such questions in the classroom. Okay. Right, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Continuation. Method injection, that is very another wonderful concept. Don't miss it. Okay. Tell me tomorrow. Yesterday, how many times I said, today you have to join using old link? Yesterday, how many times I shouted? Nearly 10 times I shouted. And if someone joined today's class with a new link, what should I tell to them? At least I can call them as thick-skinned people. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. Tomorrow also old link. Tomorrow also old link. Tomorrow session. Tomorrow also old link. Tomorrow session at 7 a.m. Okay, today Hibernate class is not there. Today Hibernate class is not there. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.